Hello there, lovely listeners. You have happened upon, with intention or otherwise, good luck maybe perhaps, to the Shoujo podcast, where I, Sarah, introduce my good friend Joe to Shoujo anime series. Our current series we're covering is Fushigi Yugi. Today we'll be talking about episodes 6, 7, and 8, and we're starting to get the ball rolling there. Joe will get some more voice actor info and all that fun jazz before we get started. But first, as friends do, we like to catch up. Let's see. It was your birthday last week, Joe?
What?
Is that right?
No.
It was recently.
My birthday was a couple weeks ago.
Was it? Okay. Look, I was in the house
now.
of hell. Which
really
is just
roused by like looking at other stuff to be like, oh, was my birthday this week? No, it was not.
Okay, just kidding. It was recent, and my birthday is in like 2 weeks. So
yeah, your birthday's coming up.
Happy birthday to us, the best podcast hosts I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, have you got anything post-birthday exciting to share with everyone, or shall I go first so you can get the gears going?
I'm
gonna go first.
Was I gonna have birthday things? Like, do I have birthday updates? Is that what you mean? Like specific to my birthday? It sounds like you're teeing me up for something.
Did
and
you
I'm like,
get
not.
the shirt for your birthday?
No, I've had the shirt for a while.
Okay, it's a very fun shirt.
Thank you.
I'm really digging it.
Yeah, it's
very
summer now, so I can wear my summer shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to go first, it sounds like you have stuff you want to talk about.
Oh, yes, I wrote it down mere moments ago. Just
okay. Hit me with your birthday, your pre-birthday updates.
No, well, I have a devastating update.
Oh.
Sam Neill passed away.
Oh, that's right.
He plays Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park. And
yep.
Heavily influenced me growing up and all that. So that was very sad. So on Monday, a few days ago, like I think the day that they announced that it was happening, I was like, okay, I know there's like a watch party at a theater near me playing Jurassic Park. I think just because it was like, this time of year where it came out. So I went and did that, and it had like a paleontologist do a little presentation before the movie started, and then there's little props and stuff. So like the guy was talking about how, Sam Neill as Dr. Grant inspired him as a kid. And I was like, oh, I like held it together, but it was like held it together / annoyed because it was a watch party. So it's supposed to be a bit more noisy, but I was like, in my mind, I was like, shh, I'm trying to listen to the presentation. Everyone shut up. But this is the first movie I went to where I was on my own solo movie. And it was good. And then I went home and watched reels about him, and then I cried for real. But yes, sad news.
Yeah.
Big bummer. I even went back and listened to our podcast coverage of the first Jurassic Park movie. So if any listeners are also going down memory lane, feel free to listen to that.
You watched the first Jurassic Park one? You didn't watch Rebirth or whatever, or Worlds, whatever?
No, I didn't watch that garbage.
The one with the huge bugs, where the problem is what if they were big bugs?
Oh, he was in that one, Dominion. No, yeah. I didn't watch that one. I watched the first one, and then I started watching The Lost. Just good ass movies. Let's see. What else? I finished Expedition 33, so officially finished that. I was like trying to do the last few hard bosses, and then I was like, okay, they're impossible. I'm never going to do it. I'm just going to finish the game and then uninstall it and be done. So I did it. Big old game I finished finally. So now I can move on to something. It's sad because I think I had 76 hours logged, but my final save was 70, so it's 6 hours were lost and failed attempts at damn boss is sucking my time away.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. So Love Island USA is also over now. Big Brother's starting though. So, but the premiere episode is kind of weird. Normally they do like a live broadcast of the premiere episode, but they didn't this time, which means that they like had the opportunity to edit really cheesy bad, like, oh, we're time traveling, blah, stupid gag things. So, but I would say Big Brother is always, I would say once we're like 3 episodes into like the first veto competition, then it starts getting good. It's just always kind of corny at the beginning. I have to let people settle in. They did bring back someone who like everyone in my family absolutely despises. So I know it's like my mom's not going to watch it because she stopped watching because this particular lady was on it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know if like reality TV is starting to peter out or not, but I feel like all the, Survivor's not what it used to be. The challenge isn't what it used to be. Even this season of Love Island was just kind of okay. So we'll see. But
the golden era of reality TV is over.
Maybe.
What do you think that is? Because like I feel like the streaming platforms are all like, oh, we should do this because it's cheap now.
It could be like reality TV was kind of your only, at the time that is popular, the only chance you really got a look at what other people are really doing with their lives. Once social media came out and the people were just sharing everything, then like maybe it's like we're already seeing enough what everyone else is doing. I don't need like a produced version of that, which might feel less authentic than just social media, even though that's pretty curated too.
You think they got beaten up by like YouTube and stuff like that?
Maybe
Mr. Beast games
it was
or
like
whatever.
You didn't get, in 2005, you didn't get to see what people who lived this or that kind of life. We didn't have the access we do now that we did, to like TV stars, celebrities, reality. But I feel like there's less intrigue in knowing because it's like you could see what anyone's doing anywhere in any lifestyle, really, somewhere online now. Or because it's like everything, or is like before everything was PC and things were like wild on TV. Maybe that was the peak. And now that people are, always concerned about being canceled, that they aren't
now
being
everything's
as dramatic.
reality TV.
Yeah. So maybe something like that, but we'll see.
What, are you gonna get into like historical dramas now? Is that the next thing for you?
I like Bridgerton, but that's like not it's not really historical because it's not based off reality.
Well,
but
actual history
like
sucks.
Era. Yeah.
It's like, what if you lived in the past and you had to deal with all these people that are terrible?
I think
You could tell I'm still reading Wuthering Heights. Sorry, keep going.
No, that's true. Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess I'm like trying. Well, my friend that I had to go and do stuff with, like last minute, just moved out of town, so now I don't have someone to do. So it's like I don't know if I really want to do stuff alone spontaneously at places I've never been.
Oh,
so I might need to find a new friend who is flexible like I am, but. I am going to a country-themed singles night on Friday, so we'll see.
You're gonna find yourself a country boy?
Honestly, I feel like no one there is gonna. Honestly, I probably will have. I feel like it's the same people. Oh my god, are you cross-stitching?
No, I'm paying attention to everything you're saying.
No, okay, Joe. If I'm being so totally honest,
what?
I have the game pulled up to play while we're recording.
You have a game pulled up? Listen, I get that these are not the most fun section is not the one where we talk about our day. I know that it's like people like it, like my mom likes this. So this is a good section.
We're friends and actually want to hear what's going on. No, I get it because I'm like I can't just do one thing. I always have to be multitasking. That's why I like listen to podcasts while I game. So like sitting and solely focusing on the podcast like can be tough. So I have the game muted, but it's like a slow pace. I can pause it at my leisure.
What's the game?
It's Jurassic World Evolution 2, which honestly, because I beat the first one finally, so I'm playing this one.
This one is
kind of it's like Zoo Tycoon, but Jurassic. The second one is kind of okay. Apparently the third one is better.
2. Evolution.
But it's like the DP, was it Dinosaur DW, whatever. In Jurassic World Dominion, when Claire is all like, oh, save the dinosaurs and that. It's like that. These always normally release around the time that one of the movies drops.
Yeah.
But so it's all like we're instead of running the park on the original island like the first one, we're like trying to save the dinosaurs in the second one, and then I don't get to build cool parks and try to make a profit, which is like a business simulation game is supposed to be.
That's true. It is supposed to be. It would be much harder to like try to like min-max just like a dinosaur sanctuary.
Or if it was like stats on like, it's endangered and like thanks to your efforts, their population, blah, blah, blah. But it's like location based. And then as soon as you're done with this one, you move on to the next one, which feels like I'm not getting to fully experience each area because I'm like, okay, on to the next.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so look, we're multitasking pros over here.
Yeah. This is great. Everyone gets a peek behind the curtain as to how we can't sit still for an hour.
Yes. Well,
fantastic.
I'm sure our listeners aren't sitting idle while they listen to us either.
Hopefully not.
Podcast.
Hopefully
it's all about doing stuff as you do stuff. So
yeah. So you're gonna go bag yourself a country boy is what I'm hearing. You're gonna get yourself a real. You're gonna save a horse and ride a cowboy or whatever. Is that the plan?
I would rather ride a horse, but
yeah.
No, I honestly, it's the same one that hosted the Love Island thing. It's called like Chaotic Singles, and they have a bunch of different cities. But this one's just country themed, so it's like okay, the activities are going to be like two-stepping, this and that, and there's like a lesson, whatever. I've done two-stepping before, as long as. Well, this is going to be the problem. I feel like it's not like the venue will be closed only to this event, so hopefully there will be people. Or a cute guy could be like, oh, what's that wristband mean? I'll be like, it means I'm single and ready to mingle or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm like, I want love. So we're doing all sorts of I don't know. So it's like I went out.
Going to singles events is like the thing you do when you're single. That makes sense.
It's like I feel like
you don't have to justify
maybe
it.
I want a cool guy, and a cool guy is going to be like, oh, I'm too cool to go to organized things. And so no one I'm into is going to be at these things, except for I like going to these things.
I can't meet a guy at a singles event. Only losers go to singles events.
No, I meet nice people at these things. Honestly, I make friends more than anything else, but
yeah.
I don't know. It'll give me something to do. I'm having a hard time getting back into like house sitting is just throwing me off. I'm like, ew, working out. I'm still doing it, but I'm like, drag myself to the gym. So I'm like still in my funk a little bit. I'm not disrupted my like crazy, bounce into the gym pace I had going. So.
I mean, it's good yourself. I'm not even like I have been skipping my workout classes like all this week.
No, but you're paying for it. See, I'm like, I'm paying for it. I have to.
I know.
Ugh, God.
You're gonna tell me.
No, I'm painfully
aware.
Felt better. I felt better, so I'm still tired. So maybe once I'm back to it, then I'll feel energetic again. I'm hoping.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's see. I feel like that's all I've got. How about you, Joe? Have you come up with stuff?
Yeah. I've done a couple things actually. I just got back from a wedding, and while I was there on my Steam Deck, because I had my Steam Deck, and I'm like, all right, I can play stuff. I played Chernobyl Boulder, which is a Toho fan game. It's like 3 hours long. Pretty good. You just jump around.
What is it called?
Chernobyl Boulder. Chernobyl Boulder.
Okay. Never heard of it in my life.
It's like an indie game. It's pretty easy. You just jump around and stuff like that. It's cute. I played that while listening to podcasts. But I'm playing games again, I'm trying to get through KOTOR. I just did the Dantooine stuff, which was incredibly boring. So I'm making my way through this. I started playing Final Fantasy Rebirth for the first time after playing Remake like a bajillion years ago.
Is this the one with the boys hanging out in a car?
No. This is the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it's the second one of the three remakes I'm doing.
Right. I have watched you play a little bit of the first one.
Yes. So I'm playing the second one.
Are you with Team Aerith or Tifa?
Like who I want to get with? I don't know. Here's my problem, where it's like games where you have dating options, which is I'm thinking about the character too much. So I'm like, who's Cloud going to get with? Who would Cloud get with? And the answer is nobody, because Cloud's kind of a loser.
Yeah. I like, wow, all he does is talk about money a lot. And not in an endearing way, the way Tamahome does. I don't know, in the beginning, he's like, when are you going to pay me?
Oh, yeah. He's being like, he's got, like, I don't know. Cloud has, well, he is, his whole thing is he has, like, an identity crisis all the time. And so I'm like, I don't think Cloud's ready for a relationship with anybody, honestly. I think he needs to go find himself. I think he should hang out with Red 13. What?
I think I've ranted and you've been like, spoiler alert. But like, my first Final Fantasy game was Crisis Core. And I was like, oh, well, that's fucked up that he's trying to get with, like, what up with that? That's crazy.
Yep. So I'm in
I feel
there.
like Team Tifa.
Yeah, I like Tifa. She punches good. Yeah. A dolphin comes out when she punches sometimes.
What?
Yeah, she punches a dolphin. Have you not seen that move?
No. I'm not really watching it, but that's wild.
Yeah. There's just crazy stuff happening. It's pretty fun. But yeah, no, Tifa's good. I like her. I also like Aerith. But Anyway, so I'm playing that. That's good. What else did I do? I watched Doug's first movie.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It's bad. Gave it a 4 out of 10.
It was his first and last movie.
I don't like Doug. Doug's too whiny for me.
Oh God,
it's a little too much. Dude. Like, I'm just a nerd. Ugh. I can't get this girl in class to like me, even though it's like you could if you were just like attentive and.
Oh, you tell him. Oh, you tell him, Joe.
Hung out with her more, but he doesn't because he's Doug. Anyway, correct. The next one is Tarzan, and then we're done with the Disney Renaissance, and we get into the 2000s with Fantasia 2000. So we're almost past what a lot of people consider the peak is. I don't know if it's the peak because I gotta watch the subsequent movies.
I will be sure to hear what Joe thinks is peak.
Yeah. I'll let you know how Peter Pan 2 is whenever I get to that.
Oh. Isn't that where it's like, oh, Wendy, you're a grown-ass woman. Why are you kind of slightly lusting after Peter?
I think so, maybe. I don't know. It's like her daughter or whatever. They do like a Boruto.
All up in it too? Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, you're right. Disney was doing it.
So, I don't know.
First.
But yeah. Oh. And I'm also reading Wuthering Heights. It's bad. They're also doing a Boruto where it's everyone's kids. Stupid. They all suck. Other kids suck.
When has it been done well?
Where like you continue. Okay, audience, when I'm saying something's a Boruto, I'm referring to the sequel to Naruto, which is his son whose name is Boruto, which I think is the funniest.
Stupid ass name.
The funniest name to give somebody.
Makes you not want to watch it at all.
And yeah, series where like someone's kid becomes the main character that are good. I feel like they do it. I always feel like it's a desperation move. Like like The Legend of Korra is not related. Well, it's not someone's. She's not someone's daughter. I mean, that was kind of middling too, but that's not the same thing. It's different people. I don't know. Audience, if you can think of something right now, if you're like screaming that, oh, this thing, let us know if there's ever been a story where a person's kid took over and it was good.
Because I feel like anytime it's like, oh, here's the characters you liked, you can look at them from a distance, but you don't actually get to enjoy them still in this series. And I'm like, I never enjoyed it. It's like the second Digimon season where it's like, oh, they're kind of here, but now you got to deal with these new kids when you really rather hang out with the first ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
we've got Shrek 5 or whatever. Maybe that'll be the one.
Yeah, right? Maybe they'll do it. Maybe Shrek will do it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of any examples that aren't
just examples?
Anime.
That aren't anime?
Yeah.
It happens in anime all the time, it feels like.
Yes.
One of my friends read Children of Dune and did not like it very much. That's kind of what that does. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I guess Star Wars, the new movies, those suck. Lion King, in like the dumbest way possible. The Lion King 2.
Yeah,
I've never seen it, but some people think that one guy's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sexiest lion is in the Lion King 2. Is that movie any good?
We've got Spin Offspring, apparently, is the title of the trope, maybe.
Spin Offspring? I don't know. I mean, like, The Godfather Part 2 is good, but it's not like he took over as the main character. He was the main character in the first one. That doesn't really count. I'm going to take the silence as you're not finding any ones that are good.
No.
No.
I'm truly not. Spring.
All right. Well, I'll go into voice actors. You can keep browsing that list. How about that?
Yep.
All right, cool. Fushigi Yugi, we're here. We're doing some voice actors. I have 3 voice actors this time. I'm trying to cover some characters that we may not see for a while. Or maybe we will. I don't know. But I'm going to start with Hotohori, who we see a lot. And this is a person we know if you listen to our last series, because Hotohori is voiced by Takahito Kiyasu, who is the voice of Dio and JoJo and Toji and JJK and Zeke and Attack on Titan. And for us, he was Toga Kiryu in Revolutionary Girl Utena, which we just watched. Very recognizable voice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got Air Buddies.
No.
Puppies.
That's not it.
I know Lady and the Tramp too.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're done.
I'll drop it.
I think the answer is that no, it's never been done well. Let's see. Our second voice actor. I have the voice of Heitz-kun, who's the sage lady that we get to meet in this episode. She is voiced by Hisako Kyoda, who we've seen before. She is the voice of Genkai in Yu Yu Hakusho, Kaede in Inuyasha, like the fairy godmother and all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. She basically just plays like old women. Basically, and we have met her before as Mont Blanc or Granny in The Rose of Versailles.
Oh, I was like, what? Okay, Granny. We like Granny.
That's right. Good character.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting some repeats. And you thought this segment was pointless.
I totally see the Kaie. Yeah, Kaie from Inuyasha, definitely.
Yeah. And lastly, we have Kisuke Yuki, which is Miyaka's brother, who isn't really, I don't know if he's named. I never write his name down. I always just refer to him as Miyaka's brother, but his name is Kisuke. She
just calls him Big Brother, I think.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
I don't think anybody else calls him it.
Is it Aniki? Is that Big Brother in Japanese? Yeah.
What? Ani?
Aniki?
Nissan?
Aniki?
No.
Is that what Big Brother? No. Okay, never mind. What the hell?
It could be like a nickname thing. I don't know. I just know the proper thing you say.
Gotcha.
I don't get to learn all of the slang people use in my class that just started. Anyway, he is voiced by Shinichiro Miki, who is in a lot of stuff. He's the voice of Takumi Fujiwara in Initial D, which I think is the main guy in Initial D.
Is that like the old racing one or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Deja vu.
Never seen.
He's Kisuke Urahara in Bleach. He's Kaiki Deshu in the Monogatari series. He's Roy Mustang in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And he is James in Pokemon. Just forever.
Who the hell is... Oh, James from Team Rocket. Okay, I was going to say all these. I know
Kojiro is the name in Japanese.
And Roy Mustang are cool characters, like cool mentor characters.
Yeah, he's also
James
a bunch of different Pokemon.
Not that
good gig though. Nice. Just could be James for like every Pokemon movie ever. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's move into it. We watched 3 episodes this week. Starting with episode 6, which is called Even If I Die. We open on Miaka being shocked by Mirror Miaka, because that's the last thing that happened. As she walked into a mirror and Tightskin summoned this demon to pretend to be her. It takes her an embarrassingly long time to realize what's happening. Mirror Miaka tells normal Miaka to stay in the mirror because she's going to go be her fake and date Hotohori so she can live out her life as fake Miaka, and then she leaves. Miaka is forced to watch while the sage Tightskin tells her to break the spell if she wants to escape. Miaka decides to eat all of the illusory food, which is actually real, and then gets to work. Back outside, Mirror Miaka joins the others. She starts hugging Hotohori and calling him darling, and everyone's like, bro, what? Especially Noriko, who's like, what are you doing? And Mirror Miaka responds by outing her to everyone.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, it's bad. Tamahome and Hotohori are both like, what? what does that mean? And then Noriko runs off because, yeah.
Bashing trees down in her way.
Yeah, she knocks trees down because she's super strong. Hotohori makes a kind of transphobic joke about how he can't believe there's another boy who's prettier than him. But it's the least transphobic joke we get, so Hotohori gets the top of the... We'll have a ranking of transphobia at the end of this. God. Miaka asks to speak to Hotohori alone. Mirror Miaka. Mirror Miaka tries to hit on Hotohori really aggressively while Tamahome just kind of sits there and watches this happen. Real Miaka tries to bust out of the mirror by just like shoulder charging it, but that doesn't work. And she gets mad and screams so loud that in the real world, Yui, who's still reading the story, thinks that she can hear it. Mirror Miaka goes in for the kiss, but Hotohori is like, yeah, no, you're not Miaka. And then he pulls out his sword. Mirror Miaka says that she's Miyaka's reflection, the part of her that she isn't aware of. And Real Miaka thinks that this is the irresponsible part of her that she pushes deep down in her heart. Mirror Miaka starts talking shit, so Hotohori attacks her. But she counters with a mirror attack that sends out lightning and saps both Hotohori and Tamahome's strength. It's like almost a reverse wind tunnel thing going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Using force lightning. Things are looking pretty bad, and everybody wonders like what Miyaka's gonna do. Miaka realizes that if Mirror Miaka is part of her, then it should also suffer when she suffers. So she breaks a plate, takes a shard of the broken plate, and then stabs herself in the chest with it.
I feel like you could have done like, oh, let me stab the leg to throw her off, and then they'll attack her, and not like, let me just almost kill myself.
There's a very funny part after this where Taitsuka's talking about how like, oh, I didn't expect things to go like this, which like makes me think that there was like a puzzle way of solving this, and Miyako just goes straight for stabbing herself.
Yeah, well, we know she's not going to be solving her way out of that with.
No, she's going for it. She's a go-getter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Yui drops her book because she's also been stabbed in the chest, and she looks mostly annoyed by it. It's a very funny scene where she looks down. She's like, "God damn it, Miaka!"
Yes. See, if it was her, she would have been able to figure it out with her mind.
Yeah. Miaka stabs herself even deeper as green blood shoots out of Mirror Miaka, and it turns out she's like a weird, like, black demon monster thing.
It looks like a Kappa almost. Like, it's weird looking.
It's very funny to be like, I'm the reflection of Miaka, all of her internal things, and then you like stab it and it turns into like this weird monster blob.
Yeah, when the green fumes was, bizarro.
This thing drops the mirror, which frees up Tamahome and Hotohori to start cutting it up, which they do. Then Noriko drops a boulder on it and is like, yeah, I thought something was up with her. She wouldn't say that about me for no reason. An injured Miaka reappears and they all piece together what happened. Miaka wakes up in a space between life and death, wondering what's going to happen to her. Taitsukun's like, didn't think this would happen. This isn't really how this trial was supposed to go. Noriko shoos the boys off so she can examine Miyaka's chest wound. And she takes a look at it and is like, yep, she stabbed herself real good. It's pretty bad. They can't stop the blood, and none of them know like first aid or how to apply like pressure to a wound to stop blood or anything. So they decide that what they need is to give her more blood.
Oh my, this is so stupid.
In mid-death, Miaka wonders why she's so useless and selfish in her life. And she gets like this big vision of like a field of flowers, like it's the afterlife. Yui is able to hear her thinking this and starts talking. And she's like, Yui's like, hey, you got stabbed, right? You should come back to the real world. But Miyaka's like, I don't think I can come back to the real world. But Yui tells her that she must, that she's her best friend and that tons of people care about her. Outside, the gang's being worthless, not knowing how to do first aid. Tamahome and Hotohori decide that they'll help by cutting themselves and bleeding into Miyaka's open wound, a thing you should absolutely not do under any circumstances. But this is before, I guess, blood poison. They knew about blood poisoning. But they all yell when they do this, and Miaka hears them yelling and decides not to give up and die. Her bleeding stops and she wakes up through the power of will. And everybody is relieved, and Miaka says that she was saved by everyone's concern for her. Yui continues reading as the gang makes it to the mountain where Taitsukun is. The sage shows up and appears before them and tells them that they know how to return Miaka to her world as we cut to credits.
Okay.
So, there are different blood types that exist, right?
Yes.
And the reason that we have different blood types is because you can't always give your blood to other people, or else it can cause a reaction that is poisonous and can kill you if you receive the wrong type of blood.
Yeah, because Noriko said something like, oh, we don't have the right equipment for this. So it sounds like some kind of thing like that exists in this world. It's just that it's like we don't have it. And Noriko is the only one with a brain in this group, so she knows not to
Yeah. Also, it's very funny to be like, she needs more blood, and then they just kind of like hold their like wound over and drip blood into her cut, and I'm like, dude, that's not inside her.
Yeah,
it's not where the blood goes.
Yeah, no.
It's very goofy.
Yes, it
We're gonna
is.
get a less goofy version of it next time.
It's just a lot of the pace that the show goes is like entertaining, but also then it makes it harder to believe that like people can form these bonds so quickly, you know? So it doesn't feel as like
I mean, it's
deep.
unclear how much time they're in there. Like, I always assume it's more time than it probably is.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had some Dilophosaurus escape and kill some people.
Okay, you're playing it while we're talking about the episode? I thought we were just doing this in the beginning.
No, look, you didn't even know because I'm so good.
This is why you always take too long to respond to me.
So much that Dilophosauruses are loose.
Yeah. This is why you never speak up during my given breaks, and you always do it a little late because you're trying to catch the Dilophosaurus.
Not true. No, that's not true because it happens when I'm slowly paying attention as well.
How long do you think it would take for people to realize that it's a mirror you and not the real you?
Well, it depends what Mirror Me is doing, I guess. If she's trying to act like me, or I don't know. No one would know because I'm here alone and and I don't text people. So I don't think people would know for quite some time. I think they would know with you pretty quickly because you're so specifically you and nothing else. So
I'm kind of surprised that we didn't get the thing where it's like Miaka gets out and it's her and Mirror Miaka and they got to figure out which one's the real one. That's what I was expecting because I'm always like, I would be so good in that circumstance.
Yeah. You would think it'd be more of the, well, I mean, I guess Hotohori is the one who technically figures that Tamahome's just kind of sitting on his laurels, but
he doesn't do anything.
And you would think he's the one who's supposed to kind of know her the best, but it's Hotohori. I guess he's just like, Miyaka's so not into me that the fact that she is clearly a sign that something's amiss.
Yeah. But it's the first time she talks to Yuugi since the beginning, the scene.
Yeah.
The problem with this episode is that we basically get this episode again next episode that like does it a little better. Should we just talk about the next episode?
That's true. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Episode 7 is called Going Home. We open on Taitsukun, who has revealed to be an old woman, and everybody takes a turn making fun of her for being ugly.
The 90s.
Taitsukun explains that she was trying to test them earlier with the whole mirror thing, but it went kind of far, and now everybody except Noriko is hurt. So she brings them back to her palace to heal everyone. She whisks them away on a magic flying carpet and explains that her palace is hidden in the mountains. In the real world, Yui realizes that Miaka is for sure the Princess Suzaku and learns Tamahome's name, which I kind of thought were things she already knew.
Yeah. There's a bit of like, I don't know if I feel like we can make that deduction ourselves. But I guess there's a lot of repetitive information in this series, so I can't be. But you think we would assume Yue is smart, but then in a few episodes we see, but it's like I can believe Miaka hasn't put it together. But
yeah, this episode especially feels like they have ran out of money or time or something. Because it's just a lot of. We get a lot of. I'll talk about when we get there. She recaps the fact that she's been experiencing the things that happened to Miaka, but isn't sure why. In Taitsukun's palace, she summons Nyanyans, which are like little fairy girls that appear from bubbles.
Real handsy little critters.
Yeah, little tiny guys. Miaka is like, oh, please heal Tamahome and Hotohori first, because they tried to save me, but they ignore her and just take her clothes off so they can see her gaping chest wound. Like, bro, they're going to treat you first. One Nyanyan makes a transphobic joke about Noriko and gets smacked, like, out of the building.
Yep.
Then they make jokes about Taitsukun and also get smacked. So this is like a normal occurrence for them to get launched out of the building. Like, they're blasting off again. Miyaka's wounds are a problem because she doesn't have enough blood, even though she seemed fine up to this point. Tamahome and Hotohori both offer theirs, and Taitsukun's like, oh, I can do a blood transfusion with magic. I'm like, cool. Magical blood transfusion.
Yeah.
But Noriko, who's the only one who's healthy, is going to sit on the sidelines because this is really a metaphor about loving people. It's not actually a medical emergency. Get out of here, Noriko. Taitsukun starts the transfusion process by putting Miaka, Hotohori, and Tamahome into bubbles. Into like green bubbles. Then she transfers.
Magic.
Yeah. Bubble magic. It's very... All I could think of is she came down in a bubble, bro, from like that one Vine that's about the Wizard of Oz.
No, I was not on
the Witch of the East.
Vine.
Comes down in a bubble. Yeah. That's how you know she's magic. Anyway, Taitsuken transfers the blood from Hodohori and Tamahome in some very nebulous way into Miaka, who like doesn't have a shirt on. And I'm like, you could have left the shirt on, honestly.
Yeah.
It's magic.
It's not great.
Miaka gets some new, hopefully compatible blood and feels warm. And she says that Tamahome and Hodohori are a part of her now because that's what we're going for. It's a romance plot.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the real world, Yui is healed. Thank God.
Yes.
Miaka apologizes to Hodohori and Tamahome while they just kind of creepily smile at her. This is where I'm like, we've run out of money and we just have stills of like Hodohori's face and Tamahome's face just kind of smiling, looking at the viewer. There's a lot of these scenes.
Yeah.
Taitsuken offers to send Miaka home now. Apparently it's harder to get... to go back the longer that she stays here. So she's going to need all the power of the Suzaku 7, or at least the 3 that we have here. So we're gonna try it with 3. We'll see how it goes.
Make it work moment.
Yep. Taitsuken explains that her path back is linked to something that exists in both her world and this world, and both Miaka and Yui realize that it's their school uniform, which explains why Yui was having stuff happening to her too. I guess explains why she never got to change, do a different outfit.
Yeah.
Miaka and Yui try to reach out to each other, and Miaka declares that she'll be able to get out. Miaka says goodbye to everyone, and they start the ritual. They sit in a diamond around her and meditate while Miaka needs to focus on going home. Some time passes, and Miaka just can't stop thinking about Tamahome and Hodohori. Yui starts to beckon her, saying that she needs to remember their bond to get home. But Miaka still isn't getting it. Yeah.
Chicks before dicks, girl.
For real. Like, stop thinking about these boys. Miaka still isn't getting it, so Yui initiates a flashback montage of the two of them growing up to drag Miaka back. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was cute. Miaka had cute little pigtails and little Looney Tune child.
Yeah, they like drew them as dopey little kids. Always good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We learned some stuff during this flashback, but most importantly, it's that Miyaka's brother might be interested in Yui. Signposting that, just in case.
What?
Yeah.
You think?
Because there's that part where they set up to take a picture and then he like puts his arm around her and then Miyaka kicks him.
Oh, maybe. Or he's just a freaking player from other context clues. And
that's true. That could also be the case.
But I like that idea.
It could come back. Or not. The connection is made and Miyaka goes flying into the red zone and is dumped back into the library. She wakes up and calls out to Yui, but Yui isn't there. There's an announcement on the intercom that the library is closing and Miyaka is forced to leave. She just kind of wanders around wondering where Yui is. While walking outside, Miyaka is greeted by her other friends, Maureen and Fu, and she hugs them saying that it's been so long, but they're like, it's only been 2 hours.
Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, they also don't know where Yui is, and Miyaka tries calling Yui's mom to see if she's home as we cut to credits.
Okay, so time moving differently. Makes sense. She's been reading it constantly, and then we're hearing the library's closing announcement and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she's back.
Yes. She's very just sad puppy back, like just kind of moping around.
Oh, she's like, I can't find Yui. Because her plan was just to stay here, kind of.
Yeah. Well, she didn't really have a plan. They're just like, chuck her over there. She'll get better. Promise you come back. And
yeah.
But I guess if we think Yui was immediately there, she would have been like, oh, what a relief. Or she'd still be pining over Tamahome.
Well, I mean, this is like a little, I don't know. Because she doesn't know where Yui is. Because she just talked with her, but it's like a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
So.
Because she had already known that, Yui was fine reading because she had seen it like in episode 2 or 3 when we saw the weird like blip point between worlds, just to reassure. But
yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about this episode? How do we feel like getting a blood transfusion as being... It just doesn't feel like Hodohori's really in the running to be one of the guys she's in a relationship with.
I don't love that she's just topless in front of everybody.
She is also just topless in front of everybody.
Yeah. Freaking, I don't know. Noriko's the smartest one. Just kind of like, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm doing my duty here, but I'm not going to be stupid like these fools are. Okay, so far we're not feeling great about the handling of Noriko. Just
I mean, like, it's not
jokes.
it's okay. So it's good in one sense, which is Noriko is backing herself up in all of these scenarios. So I think as the audience, you're supposed to kind of be on her side. That being said, she is also, this is the joke about Noriko, though. Like, out of all the things to make jokes about Noriko, not the fact that she's so strong she accidentally knocks trees down. It's people making comments about this. So I'm hoping that will come to an end. But yeah. But I like Noriko.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I need the people around her to be better. She's fine.
Well, I mean, I guess it's the matter of, are we going to see Noriko, like just obviously being like, don't be rude, punch or eject out the building reactions, but any like corrective, like,
your cartoon characters.
Not cool, man. I would rather you talk to me like this.
The thing I was worried, the thing I was worried about and am less worried about is that they were going to do like the Persona 4 thing where it's like, oh, you think you're different, but you're actually just confused. It turns out that you're just a normal person. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, it turns out you are just confused and you're like this thing, right? And you're not actually like a woman.
I never finished Persona. Okay, no, I'm thinking. Okay, never mind. I never finished Persona 4 because I couldn't catch the kingfish or whatever, and then I was like, well, I can't continue. Okay, I see which character you're talking about.
They do that with several characters in that game.
Okay, because at first I think of the guy, but I guess they're talking about the blue room.
Yeah, there's Naoto who's like kind of seems like they're like non-binary or something, but they're like, no, I actually am just doing this so I can do my job. I like being a girl and being super feminine. It's like, okay, I mean, that's fine, whatever. But like, that's not like that shouldn't be your character arc, is realizing that you actually like want to be conformist normal. And then there's the guy, what's the guy?
Isn't it like
the delinquent guy who like thinks he's into her when she's acting kind of man. So he thinks he's gay, but then because she does that, he's like, oh, I'm not gay. I'm just a normal straight guy. Character arc resolved.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I want to make sure does not happen here. And so far, it doesn't seem like it, because Noriko is just like, no, I'm just doing this stuff because I have to. I'm still me. Everyone else is kind of being a shithead. So that's good. The fact that everyone's still being a shithead, pretty bad.
Yes, but at least not actively trying to change it.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Any more thoughts about like what happens in this arc? She goes home. She gets everyone's blood because they're a part of her, so she feels connected, and we'll go back. We're still treating Tamahome and Hodohori like they're equally in the running for Miyaka, even though, come on.
Yeah.
She freaking hugs Tamahome in the opening. Let's get real.
Yeah, no. Well, I guess normally in a reverse harem, it's not so blatantly tipped in the favor of one. Like, it's kind of obvious, but at least it's like pretending to entertain other options where it is not here. But it is a long show and we were going at a crazy pace, so it's like a lot more to be explored. I'm just mostly struggling with like, okay, they within the universe has probably been like 3 weeks tops or something like that, and I guess I don't know, adolescent infatuation can be strong, but it just feels like there hasn't been enough between them to forge the bond that exists currently, but it's also shoujo, so
what do you mean, like the bond?
I don't know, it doesn't feel like the way they feel about each other. Maybe it's just the life and death. Well, there hasn't really been life or death stakes yet, but the intense environment.
The only life or death stake was when Miaka stabbed herself.
That's true. I don't know. I'm like, I guess I'm just used to the shoujo thing where it's like we take a long time to forge the connection with small moments, but it's like go.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing like melodrama
to let it set. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's very much that. So, but I mean, I know we have a lot more time, so it'll like grow from there, but for now, it's like, girl, don't just throw your life away for some dude. that you barely know, but whatever. He's cute. I guess I get it.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do the last episode?
Yes, this one's quite different.
Yes. Episode 8 is called Brief Parting. We open on Miaka calling Yui's mom to see if she's home. She's not, and Miaka is concerned. She goes home to find where we find her older brother, and she asks him if he's heard of a book called The Universe of the Four Gods, and he hasn't. So because he hasn't, Miaka gives a montage explanation of the show up to this point while a pop song plays in the background.
Yes.
We are saving money this week. But she's got on a good outfit, so it's worth it.
Yes, we did get to see different hairstyle, different outfit. So that was fun, yeah. Although it's like she gets home and changes. This is all within a single evening.
Yep.
Is what I took from it. Okay.
She finishes and he's like, yeah, it sounds like you got book mastered.
Page mastered.
You got page mastered. She's like, yeah, that's what happened to me. And he's like, yeah, also you're totally imagining things, because he doesn't believe her. He's like, if something like that existed, it would be like a cursed book or like a wizard spell book or something. It would be like super dangerous, you know, like genie stuff or like monkey's paw stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And he does a little bit where he like mimes doing a demonic sacrifice because he's having a good time.
The phrase he was saying, was that from anything that's supposed to I recognize?
Oh, probably. I don't know. Maybe it's from like, you know, The Exorcist or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Basically, he doesn't believe her. He instead reminds her that her entrance exams are coming up and that she shouldn't worry their mom with stuff like this. And he asks her to promise that she won't go read that book again, and then he leaves.
Lame. Don't rat your sister out.
Yep. She's like, dang, I made a promise to not go near the book, but I also told Tamahome that I'd come back. So now I have like these conflicting promises. Miaka goes out to see her mom, and her mom is like, hey, your brother said you needed more sleep because you got problems. And she also doesn't believe Miyaka's story because her brother ratted her out.
And this is the part where she's like, yeah, your brother got a little kooky when he was intensely studying too. He's just looking at a bunch of pervy mags.
He was just reading Playboys all day.
Yes.
Miaka tries to study and be normal, but she can't stop thinking about the universe of the four gods, and Tamahome specifically. So much so that she like imagines Tamahome's there.
She's down bad.
Catastrophic. Oh my god. While thinking about this, Miaka realizes that maybe Yui is inside the universe of the four gods right now.
What?
Because she never showed up.
Crazy.
She tries calling Yui's house again, but she still isn't there. And I guess Yui's mom just isn't that concerned.
I know. Yeah, like I guess Yui is the responsible one. So.
Yeah, because she's just like, her mom's just like, oh yeah, normally she calls when she's like gonna be late, but she hasn't. That's weird. Miyaka's like, yeah, bye. So Miaka decides that she has to be in the book. That has to be it. She packs a huge backpack and sets out to the library.
This is very Inuyasha. The giant bag.
Huge backpack. While walking down the street, her brother sees her as she's hitching a ride from somebody, from one of his friends. He knows him. He gets back home and sees that she's gone and decides to follow after her to see where she's going. Miaka makes it back to the library somehow, led by the book. Maybe it was magic. She must have gotten in by magic.
Sparkles. Yeah.
She enters the restricted zone and sees the book, when suddenly her brother shows up and asks her what she's doing. Miaka explains that Yui probably can't return until she hits the last page. We have to finish the book. Is that what they have to do in Page Master?
I don't remember.
She's like, it's like Page Master, maybe.
Yeah.
She asks him to apologize to mom for her, and then she grabs the book, glows red, and then disappears, like very explicitly, in front of him. Back in Conan, Hodohori and his council are trying to think of what to do when suddenly Miaka appears above Hodohori and lands on him. Everyone's happy to see that the priestess of Suzaku is back, and Hodohori gives her a big hug. Anyway, it's been 3 months, even though it's only been a few hours in the real world.
Yeah. It would have been bad if she had, like, slept on it. That would have been real bad.
That would have been bad, yeah.
Then they'd really be way too old for her.
Hodohori gives her an update on what's been going on. They're going to be going to war soon with the nation called Kuto. So it would be great if you could get the rest of the Suzaku 7 together and, like, unleash the power of Suzaku to do something.
Now we know what the threat was, at least.
Yep. Miyaka's like, what? There can't be a war. I have to find Yui. Have you seen her, Hotohori? She's like blonde and taller than me, and we're both wearing the same uniform, but apparently nobody has seen her. Miaka rushes off to find Tamahome, but runs into Noriko, and they reunite, and it's very cute. But then she's like, oh,
yes.
Where's Tamahome? But Noriko tells her that Tamahome has left the palace a few days ago. Yeah, this is cute. I like Noriko.
Yes, I know. There's just gal palin. Very fun energy.
Miaka and Noriko tell Hotohori that they're going to go find Tamahome. Also, Noriko is dressed in like a martial arts outfit now. And Miaka is very excited that she's wearing, quote, proper boys' clothes now. But Noriko is like, I'm just doing this so I can fight easier.
I guess, what is the climate of China? Is it like humid?
They're in the south part. So yeah, it's more like they should be near like the jungle.
And there's no air conditioning. So I feel like it would suck to wear a bunch of heavy garbs.
Yeah, especially if you're going out like that. Because it depends on how south they are. But like it can get kind of foresty and stuff down there.
I mean, it seems from what we've seen, it seems like almost a desert terrain. Like when they first drop in the book in episode 1, it's kind of just like, Badland vibes.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to figure out. Well, I don't think this is really a reflection of what actual historical China looks like. But I do know that the rivers move around a lot, which probably makes the geography very different depending on what time period you're in. I don't know.
Anyway, it's just me thinking about like being hot as always. Just
yeah. No, I bet it's bad moving around with that many layers on. Noriko and Miaka Hotohori tells him that there are Kuto spies in the country, so to be careful. And also, he gives them the prophecy for them to use. Noriko and Miaka head out.
Is she's wearing a cloak again, right?
Yeah.
She's always wearing a cloak when they're riding the horse. Why is that?
That's what you do when you ride a horse. She'll get identified.
She's wearing a cloak when they're riding the horse. Everyone else is dressed normally. It's just her. Last time is like, oh, she's sick, keep her warm kind of thing. But like if we're okay, look, if you guys in the book now, I guess it's mostly like, oh, that'd be easy to identify. Have you seen a girl wearing this outfit?
Yeah.
Is the purpose of still wearing it. But otherwise, I'd say it feels like it's not a connecting thing between her and UA. So you could change into something more reasonable to travel in. But
right.
No, we got to keep our iconic character look.
Miaka is worried that Tamahome might not like her anymore because it's been 3 months. But Noriko is like, oh no, he's been like a complete mess without you here. He's just like wandering around and like vapidly looking at stuff. It's like kind of ridiculous. He's totally in love with you. But Miyaka's like, is that really true?
I like it. This is funny.
It's very funny.
There's like a clip of him chomping on a plate or whatever. Yeah, that was good. Although from what I've watched in Love Island, yes, out of sight, out of mind for these boys, and they would immediately forget about you and move on. So, girl, you should be worried.
Wow. It suddenly starts to get dark around them, and Noriko's horse bucks, which causes Miaka to fall off. She's approached by a man.
On the It's just a very heavy, like, hit the ground.
Yeah.
But she doesn't scream or anything. I feel like this could be
getting bucked from your horse
fall.
is pretty serious.
Yes.
She's approached by a man in shadow holding a scythe. It's Tamahome, and in the next scene, the scythe is gone. He's like, oh my God, Miaka, these last 3 months have felt like 1,000 years, and they both cry and hug each other.
That was so okay. I don't know if he's crying, but they're hugging. But like, dude, you're 17. Calm. That's what I'm saying. It's like it feels like too much is happening between them. Maybe he's just. Well, he's never been in love or had someone, so he's just following her lead, and she's acting like a lunatic.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. I don't know. The amount, the speed at which we're going through the love arc is kind of crazy. Because I'm like, what are we going to do for the rest of the show? It's not really even like a will they, won't they anymore. Like, Hotohori, not in the running at all.
And we haven't even seen all the hot guys
We haven't even seen all the hot guys. There's 4 more hot guys, probably.
Yeah. Yep. It's wild.
They're not alone, though, because Tamahome was helping protect some farmers. He introduces Miaka as the Princess of Suzaku, and then calls Noriko a slur. Anyway, he's just here to guard the villagers in like this job because people have been attacking lately. Suddenly their torches blow out and Miaka is grabbed from behind because the darkness was actually still a problem. Miyaka's brother is now reading the book in the library as we cut to credits.
Okay, so we gotta have a person sitting there doing nothing reading the book to cut to.
Very important. Now it's
gonna be very awkward if she like gets busy and her brother's reading about it.
Yeah. What's connected to them though? Like, what do they both have on either side?
Shared blood, I guess.
Man, we can't be doing that. That's not real.
I don't know.
I mean, the uniform was also not real because it's not the same uniform. It's just two objects that look the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe they have like matching keychains or something.
Maybe. I highly doubt it. No. An older brother? This guy, okay, I don't know. I only have younger brothers and they're both like not very affectionate. So I have a hard time believing a brother could be nice to his sister.
Yeah.
And have matching keychains with her. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe he'll just read it and not be stabbed constantly.
That's true.
That might be a better reading experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's back in, but Hodahori's not here. But it sounds like they're going to be going on a trip. Maybe. Well,
they were going to get Tamahome. Well, he has his emperor duty, so he's stuck doing that. Well, especially now that they're like on the brink of war.
Yeah.
He's not going to be as available to go on little expeditions, but they still have to find 4 other Suzaku warriors.
Yep.
So it's going to be a bunch of little adventures to find them and more, I guess, world building and then what happened to UA. It's been 3 months. So what has she been up to?
Yeah, she's been in there for 3 months. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Well, and it sucks because it's like, okay, Miaka had her kind of looking out for her, like being there when she needed her kind of moments.
Yes.
And then she didn't get to have that for these 3 months while Miaka was just, which isn't Miyaka's fault. She's, didn't clock for her immediately. But once it did, then she came back. But how do we think UA is faring?
I mean, she's probably the priestess of one of the other places, right?
Oh, you think?
Because there's 4 of them. Do you think she's the one that's about to go to war with them? That would be wild.
That would be crazy.
That's my guess. She's got to collect her own 7 guys.
Which one do you think she is? The turtle snake thingy?
Oh, yeah. Okay. What are
tiger or the dragon?
I bet she's the tiger.
She's got the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Tiger.
Got that tiger energy.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be the turtle snake one. That's like the least fun one.
That's weird.
Genbu or whatever.
Yeah. That's my guess.
It's the least majestic. Yeah. Okay.
It's Tamahome. Like, why are we? This is a lot. I mean, I guess we just talked about this, it being kind of a bit.
Yes.
But they're gonna have to introduce one of the 7 here, right? Because Hodahori isn't gonna be here, so it can't just be the 3 of them.
Yeah, I'll say I think the next one we find will. I don't remember too closely I think you'll like him.
Okay, that's
maybe
good.
Not as much as Noriko, but I think he'll be maybe your second favorite.
I do like Noriko.
We'll see. Yeah. Or I guess is Noriko your favorite character, would you say?
Yeah.
We just don't get very much depth from Noriko yet. But
very funny.
The things that are deep feel shallow anyway, so it's not like...
Yeah, we don't have a lot of depth on anybody so far. I mean, we should probably be getting into some people's, like, character arcs at some point.
Yeah, I guess she's settled in. Yue's in there, so she's committed now. We've got a rising conflict, adding some pressure to propel us. And I guess finding out what's transpired while she was gone.
Yeah.
With was Tamahome? Well, Tamahome only just left. So
yeah, it was like 3 days ago.
Waiting around for a while, so he was waiting around like 3 months.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. So maybe he does like her. I guess he does.
I'm guessing they made 0 progress to find the other Suzaku 7 or Suzaku 7 on their own. They just didn't even try, my guess.
Well, I guess is she the only one that can
find them?
No, because it seems like they knew. I don't know. This is where it's unclear. Like it seems like they knew that they were that. So it's like I feel like you could figure it out. I guess you could get a bunch of scammers being like, "Sure, I'm one of them."
That's true.
Thing.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Well.
Okay. Well.
Time to do my transphobia rating.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's hear it.
From least transphobic to most transphobic of the other accompanying cast. I'm putting Hotohori as the least transphobic because his response was to tell a joke that is still kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I can't believe there's somebody else as pretty as me. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Still misgendering her, but a pretty good joke. 2. I guess I'll be Miaka, who seems very excited when Noriko is dressed up in boys' clothes for no reason. Mm-hmm. Noriko's like, stop, whatever you're doing here, stupid
I guess that is one situation where it's like, oh, I like it better when you're like this versus the way you like to be.
Yeah, not great, but
yeah.
Maybe she's just like, oh, it's fun putting Noriko in outfits, which is true, but let's not be weird. Miyaka, calm down.
Okay. Is number 1 the Tamahome thing? I'm interested if your subtitle said something different.
Oh, number 3, our second most transphobic is Tamahome, calling her a slur.
Okay. Where did you watch?
Crunchyroll.
Okay. So just saying gay?
Yeah, I mean, the actual word he used is like the equivalent of calling somebody like gay or like a queer or something. Yeah. But he's saying it pejoratively.
Yeah.
Like he's saying it as an insult.
Dismissive. Well, yeah. Oh, well, what about the little thing?
Oh, and number 1, whatever. And then there's like a huge gulf, and then we have Taitsukun, who is the most transphobic person outing people.
Well, it's one of her minions. Right?
Yeah, but why is she employing the transphobic evil minion? She's employing multiple transphobic little minions.
Yeah.
Awful. I mean, you can never trust any old people from that generation, you know?
Yeah.
It's just remaining.
Yep.
Yeah. So there we go. That's my current rating.
Yeah.
Let's see how everybody else handles it.
The cast will get bigger, so that's more people interact and see how they do. But also, it's like, is that gonna then
more boys? Ooh, not looking good.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll see. But yeah. So hopefully we'll get some more people. Hopefully Tamahome can play off of some different people. I guess she has to get another love rival, right? Otherwise, what are we doing? You know, because it's not going to be Hotohori because he's got to stay at home and be the emperor.
Well, this is the whole. What's the Shania Twain song? Where it's like, you can't believe you pack a comb and whatever, like if God forbid your hair falls out of luck or whatever. What is this? Where it's like, this dude thinks he's Brad Pitt and is more into himself than me. That's Hotohori.
Yeah, because he's the emperor. He's super into himself.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Sweet. Well, I guess that's episodes.
I hope we catch up with Yui soon. I'm very interested in her.
Yes. Well, finally, right? We did for in the term of the show. We're still early on, because you were worried it was going to be a while that she was just going to be hanging back, not doing anything. But she's in it now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how soon will we learn what she's up to. She's a player.
Cool.
Big yawn.
All right. Well, next week we'll all get 3 more episodes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yep. All right. Okay, so next time, episodes 9, 10, and 11. So make sure you guys watch those. Be ready. And in the meantime,
rate us 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice. It really helps us out. Tell your friends. If you think of an example where a movie or like a series has their kid take over and it's actually good, please email us at shoujopod@gmail.com and tell us what it is, because we're not going to be able to come up with anything. It's just not happening.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
All right. Else? Sweet.
You learned?
Just finding out what we learned.
What did we learn?
Tell us, Joe.
What?
See, it's your segment, and then you ask what did we learn? And then I answer because it's like you're asking a question. I'm the only one here to answer, but it's really waiting for you to answer it. So I should be the one being like, what did we learn? And then you tell.
Yeah, but you won't do it because you don't like this section. I have to keep the dream alive.
It's okay.
What did I learn? Not to let my Dilophosaurus loose or whatever happened in your game.
Dilophosaurus.
I'm learning that Sarah's paying attention during the podcast.
No, I stopped. It was getting out of hand. They kept escaping. So I was like, okay, I gotta stop. It was becoming too much. So
yeah,
the later half I was
what did I actually learn? You should know your blood type. I know they didn't have that invented then because they got discovered much later.
We talked about this with Utena.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you should know your blood
I
type.
still don't know my blood type. I don't.
Well, there isn't always going to be a magical woman that can do transfusions with bubbles. So you're eventually going to have to learn that.
Learn field injury dressing.
Learn first aid stuff. Like if you wrap someone's injury, first off, wrapping someone's injury while it's still actively bleeding is like only so useful. You got to compress it down. You got to hold it because you're trying to get it to stop bleeding. You're not just trying to like tie a rag around the thing because that's what they do on TV shows. You need to like try to stop it from bleeding. And keep applying pressure if it keeps bleeding until somebody shows up that can do something, which I guess in their case would have been never, but you know.
Did you watch The Sinner? Has Jessica Biel in it? No, I'm just thinking of Noriko doing like, there's like a big thing in that where like this guy is trying to perform CPR and he like actually breaks the like rib cage of the person. It was horrific. And I'm just like, oh God, if Noriko did that, that's what would happen.
I mean, they say you can do that.
Oh, that's true. That is just a part of it. No, it was so awful.
Gotta keep their heart going. Breaking some ribs is worth not dying.
No. Oh gosh.
You're not breaking your own ribs.
I know. I'm just thinking. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep. Learn bubble magic.
Thank you, everyone. Learn bubble magic.
Right.
We expect a full report of how that's going when we talk to you next time. So make sure you leave those comments, reviews, all the good stuff. And yeah, until then, it's been a pleasure signing off from Shoujo, Sarah and Joe.